So let's do something today again. Welcome to this channel. So today we want to talk about currency pair, and this is actually what we trade in the forex market. So we have three different types of pairs. We have the major pairs, we have the minor, and we have the exotic pairs in forex trading. So these are what you must know and you must understand as a forex trader. Now, pairs are always in two currencies. For instance, just as we have here, Euro USD, they are in pair because you trade one against the other. So if you know Euro is going to buy, you're going to trade it against the USD. That means you're using your USD to buy more of Euro. And if you know it's going to sell, you're going to be selling your Euro. That's how it works in pairs. So we have major currency, we have minor, and we have exotic pairs. Now, what are these pairs? These pairs are this listed: the major pairs, the minor pairs, and the exotic pairs. What are the major pairs? Major pairs are pairs that include the US dollar primarily. That's one thing that you can use to identify them. They include the US dollar. For instance, or for example, we have the Euro USD, we have the GBP USD, we have the USD JPY, we have the USD CHF, we have the USD CAD. So these pairs are having the USD with them. However, you must understand that the pairs that are in major pairs, one, they include the USD, and number two, they are also big economy or big markets in the US market, and they are the most traded and most liquid in the sense that they have so much money in them. So they are the most traded in the market, so that you will not take this and means to understand it with the exotic pairs, because exotic pairs as well have the US dollar. But with the major pairs, these pairs are Euro, GBP, USD, and so many of them. But these currencies are big in the industry. They are not emerging markets. They are not countries that you need to struggle to know the type of currency they are spending. And this is an example that we have. We have the minor pairs. Minor pairs do not include the US dollar. That's a straightforward difference between the major pairs and the minor pairs. The minor pairs do not include the US dollar, straight up. And they are still from strong economy. Just like we have this in major pairs, like the Euro, GBP, JPY, they are strong economy. So under the minor pairs, the only difference is that they do not include the US dollar. That's the only difference. They do not include the US dollar, and the pairs here, they are strong economies. For instance, we have the Euro GBP, we have the Euro JPY, we have the GBP JPY, we have the Australian dollar too, New Zealand dollar. So these are examples that we have here. These are not small economies. These are not small country. They are big economies. They are strong economies. Now we have the third one, which is the exotic pairs. Exotic pair, we have one major pair plus one developing currency. One major pair, which is always most times with the USD, which is a major pair. So here we have a major pair with one developing currency or emerging market. For instance, you can have USD TRY, and most of these currencies that you're going to see here, most of them are just emerging. They are just coming up. They are developing countries. They are developing currency. They are the currencies that is not widely known by everybody. We have the USD Mexican, we have the USD THB, we have the GBP UXGD. So we have one major pair here and we have one developing currency. That is what makes an exotic pair. That is what makes an exotic pair. Now let's go to the next one, which is, let's compare the table right now. Now, between major pair, minor pair, and exotic pair, now we have the differences, the type pair, the volatility, and the best session to trade them. Meanwhile, as a forex trader, all of this can be traded. Now, depend on what you're looking for. Depend on the type of trader you want to be. There are people that trade exotic pairs. There are people that trade minor pairs. And there are people that trade major pairs. Major pair is actually advisable for beginners. So they can see their setup because of the volatility in a major pair, because of the liquidity, volatility in major pair. So that's the reason why it is advisable for beginner to understand the market, to get familiar with the market. Exotic pairs is not going to be moving the way major pairs are moving. The volatility is different, the liquidity is different. Now under major pair we have medium, the volatility is medium, and the best session to trade it is London versus New York time, because we have overlap session during that time. We have the minor pairs, which is medium high, and this depends on the currency. The best session depends on the currency that you are trading. If you are trading Euro GBP, it can be London session best for it. Depends. Now we have exotic pairs, which is very high in volatility, and it is very low. The best session, we do not really have a specific session for it because it's very low. It does not have volume. It does not have that much money being traded, being transacted every time. So the volume of transaction is low, is very low, right? And we have the risky hours. It's most times very risky. It's most times very risky for exotic pairs. So you hardly can find people trading these exotic pairs, but they trade it. So exotic pairs can move fast, but cost more to trade. Note that. Cost more to trade. You can't compare it with other pairs. Now, these are the questions that people mostly ask. And it's like, which currency pairs have the best liquidity and lowest spread? Now, the answer today is, which currency pairs have the best liquidity? There are major pairs that have the best liquidity, which is money, and lower spreads. They are major pairs, which is advisable for beginners to trade. Why are exotic pairs so volatile and expensive to trade? The reason why they are volatile and expensive to trade is because of low volume in it, and you need good lot size to place your trade for you to get profit. That's why it can be expensive to trade. The next one is, when should I trade minor or exotic pairs instead of major pairs? If you want to go for minor pairs or major pairs, depends on you, depends on what you're looking for. I will not advise anyone to go for exotic pairs and all of that. That's not what I trade. I trade major pairs, which is XAUSD. I hope you understand. So that is basically how that one works. I hope this short video has been able to help you, and if you need any other explanation on any topic, just try as much as possible to drop that in the comment section, and I will do well to answer accurately. Please subscribe and like the video. Thank you.